right, here we go. Sneak peek. Bam. How you doing? Morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Am I right? Wrong base again. Yeah. You know what I mean, dude? 430. Chat. Welcome to day 430. That's all. What do we? That means we got like a month left. Is that all? 30 days to go, boys. Challenge beat, dude. Easy. Easy. Shh. Shh. I forgot what I did yesterday.
Previously on the John Bam Show.
Cute dent. I'm gone. Are we really watching Survivor again? Probably would have been pretty goddamn bad. It depends what that entails for you. Okay, dude. My equilibrium is off after hearing that shit. No, I don't think that's it. F Joe Biden. I'm 100% absolutely correct. I don't know why anybody thinks anything different. I didn't. That's not what I said. I said, let's go, Brandon. What is that about? Oh, my God. Chat, I'm rough this morning. We're scamming. We're getting straight to the digging. Up all night. Well, not all night.
Because you're fat.
No, not because, no. No, I was not up eating Haagen-Dazs or something. That Roy, our little puppers, our dog, he get a little bit sick. He's a little bit sick. It was, we had a bit of a Omega Monka S situation last night. Like right after I ended the stream, I went downstairs and Roy was in that's my dog. My dog was in the kitchen and he peed on the floor. I'm like, you little dirty son of a bitch, come over here and get the bed there. Take him outside, pees again. Okay, let me drink a lot of water. Bring him back inside. He goes in the kitchen again. Pees blood. Oh my God, bro. What do you mean, dude? So we call the vet. Call up the vet. And the vet says, yeah, kind of because of COVID, we don't have any vets. It'll be weeks before we can get you. I'm like, what do you mean weeks before you can see my dog? What do you mean, bro? So we call another vet. I'm like, oh, that vet's just trash. Call a different vet. Same thing. They don't have any vets. Has anybody heard of the vet shortage? Didn't even know it was a thing. So anyway, we ended up finding a vet to bring him to. And your vet, it wasn't just our vet, dude. It was like anywhere we could go, it was the same story. They're like, oh, nobody's here to see a dog. Eventually, we got him somewhere, and so they vet took him outside to pee, caught some pee in a cup, ran a test on it. So you just it's not as bad as I thought. I'll skip right to that part. In my brain, I was like telling the man, I'm like, get ready, probably. Roy's got a UTI, like a real bad UTI. So he just got some antibiotics for it. Then he's also got some other weird like breathing disease that we didn't even know he had. But TLDR, yeah, so no kidney stone. That was the other thing they said. He does not have a kidney stone or anything. So funky ass infection. TLDR, he pees every 2 minutes and he's taking antibiotics and hopefully he's going to be all right, at least for a little while longer. So that's what we were up, like, dealing with, talking about, handling all that shit last night. And that is my long-ass excuse for why I'm tired now. Somewhat okay. Yeah, for now. I mean, he's an old boy. He's an old man. He's an old man of a dog, you know what I mean? Why didn't you call me, Doc Vet? I should have. I think you're a little far away. I don't know. We could have got him there in time. But yeah. So anyway, that was my evening. Hope yours was better, chat. Type 1 if you had a better evening. Who watched the babies? Everybody. Family adventure, boys. Family adventure. Plus, like, the vets are still locked down, so it's not like you can, like, all go in the waiting room. You gotta, like, they let you in one at a time. So I hung out with the kids. Amanda brought the dog in. Because I told her, I'm like, hey, if you gotta make that decision, that you make that. I ain't making that. You go make that. She didn't have to make that, though, so we're good. Oh, God, I am not ready for this. I am not in the grind mode right now. Done totems yet? No, I'm scamming totems. I did totems yesterday, so I'll do the rest tomorrow.
Good morning, Bams.
Oh, God,
Here's
that picture.
Your daily allowance.
Yes, said
How
no.
are you this fine morning?
I'm feeling very hoppy. I feel like hopping and eating carrots. Look at that. Smash or pass on that, chat? What are you guys saying? No, chat's not delayed. I'm delayed, chat. Sometimes people yell at me. They're like, bams, 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 while I'm in the middle of telling a story, while TTS is happening, while I'm like fighting something in the game. And they're like, bams, why aren't you reading the chat? Why are you... Bro! I'm like a juggler over here. I'm like a jester. I'm like a jester. I think. With the jesters? Yeah. Yeah, those are the mechanical jesters from Joe Rogan's drug-induced deliriums. Huh? What's your thoughts on Shatner going to space? Didn't it get canceled? I heard it got canceled for some reason. Is he still going? I think it's awesome. I mean, is he really going to space, though, chat? I don't count it. I gotta be honest with you, chat. I don't really count what they're doing as going to space. Going to space on Bezos' rocket is like driving through a state and then proclaiming to have visited it. You didn't go to that state. You just passed through it. And they're not even passing through space. This is like the equivalent of you drive to the border of Florida, put the front end of your car in Florida, then back up, go home, and be like, yeah, I just got back from a trip to Florida. It's like, bro, you didn't go to Florida. That doesn't count. What counts is Elon's rocket, because if you go up on Elon's rocket, you actually orbit the Earth for 3 days. That is going to space. Putting the front end of your bumper into space and then coming immediately back home is not going to space. Years old.
I bet John can't stop himself from singing Venom again.
Venom,
20 subs from Bams if he does.
No, no. No. I'm not agreeing to that. I refuse to agree to that. Venom. Yeah, they literally, like, it's cool. It's still cool. Like, you're riding in a rocket. I think it's almost a bigger deal that you're actually launching in a rocket versus going to space.
I'm about to give birth, big man. Our sub baby shall be glorious. Blackheart, thanks for impregnating me with your godlike content.
Oh my goodness. I just did it with my eyeballs through the internet. Science needs to study that. Never look at my army. Elon's rocket actually goes to space and puts civilians into orbit. Bezos and Blue Origin are like, look, that's space on the left, and then they come home. You need to orbit, otherwise, what are you doing? That's not going to space. Just wait for Elon to put the space hotel up there. Now, I think for me, I think to say you've been to space, you need to do an orbit. Or, like, you got to at least be in space for, like, an hour or something like that. There's no way any of those rockets are safer than planes? I mean, I don't know, dude. They might be. Nailed it! Would I go if I was given the chance? I'd go on Elon's.
John Bams,
I mean, yeah, go on any of them.
Like the SpaceX rocket over Blue Origin is because Elon's has enough extra Delta V to get you to space. Blue Origin couldn't even get the tip in with your riding Bamkek. It is because you're fat cheer 200.
Jesus. I mean, true, but you got to be so aggressive about it? Because you're fat. Yeah, I got the memo. I got the memo.
It's funny because he's fat.
Okay, this is bullying. I'm being bullied. My emotions are fragile. Twitter campaign, I guess. Something like that. I need Twitter campaigns. Things get weird in space? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I'd personally like to experience.
I'm fat.
There's some stuff I'd love to experience up there. I wonder if they've tried drugs. Like, what are the paranoia levels like if you smoke weed on a space station? Like, I actually wonder that. What the f... Ow! Like, if I smoked a bong on the space station, I would lose my shit. I would freak out so bad. Yeah, I'd start thinking about the movie Alien. I start thinking, I'm like, are you guys sure we're orbiting or are we falling? It feels like we're falling. Sir, ma'am, are we orbiting? I think we're falling. And then they'll say, well, technically we are falling. And oh, fuck, and then you freak out. And then you just open the hatch and you leap out. See? Okay, how much, what is this guy? Okay, there we go. Oh, they yoinked his stuff. Hey, he's got a scaffold. That's an OG right there, chap. No! Leave the OG alone.
Please make Nether Zombie the mascot for this farm.
He's died. Terrible OSHA-approved accident. How old is Shatner? Isn't he like 80? I mean, not that that matters, I guess. Didn't they bring like a 100-year-old woman on the first? He's 90! Holy, God bless him. 90 years young. That's wild. We can all only hope to be so lucky. That is wild, man. Oh, Jesus. I guess I'll tell you this story, chap. Speaking of old people. Amanda's grandmother is in like a nursing home. Nice, very old woman. Nursing home. And Amanda's parents went to visit her at the nursing home and witnessed a nurse like body slam their grandmother. Witnessed it. Walked right up on the room, got to the door to witness the nurse pick up their grandmother by the back of her clothes and slam her on the bed. And they witnessed it. So obviously they were like, yeah, we're taking her out of here, you fucking scumbags. Right? So get this. So they move her. Amanda's parents take her that night out of the old folks home and brought her to the hospital because they had also been neglecting her. She had like a really, really bad sore that was like badly infected. They just literally weren't caring for her. And so Amanda's parents put her in the hospital. Hospital gets her all fixed up. And then they moved her to a different place, which was not... I forget what it was, where they moved her to. They moved her to a new place. Wait, chat. This is about to get crazier. This story ain't done. It's about to get crazier. So they remove her from the old folks home, put her in the hospital. While she's in the hospital getting cared for, they set up a new place for her to go. She gets... The hospital takes her from the hospital to the new place. And then Amanda's parents go to visit her at the new place. We're here to see, you know, Miss Bobetti. They're like, oh, yeah, she's up in room, you know, bob.bob.com. So Amanda's parents go to the room. It's not the grandmother. They brought the wrong person from the hospital to the new home. So for a moment, they didn't know where the grandmother was or who was the woman in the grandmother's room. How is this possible, bro? What the fuck? Yes! I couldn't believe this shit. I'm like, that is some of the most wild shit. Like, I've heard of, it's kind of a known thing that, like, abuse takes place at the old folks' homes. And obviously we're all very upset by that, but we had no idea they could literally bring the wrong person. And what was that person thinking? They're like, that poor person who took the place was probably thinking, oh, it's a miss! It's a miss! Pay the doubters! I wasn't even paying attention. It's a miss. Oh my God, I wasn't in the zone, bro. Oh my God, pay the... Sorry, believer. Wait, did somebody just pay it? There it is. I'm so sorry, believers. You got so rich off me yesterday. Oh, so anyway, that story ends by they, I assume, brought the other woman back to the hospital. And now they're probably very confused. And Amanda's grandma is now in where she's supposed to be. But that is wild. What about the family that thought their grandma was in the hospital and now they got... Yeah, exactly. We don't know what happened from that side of the story. We only know our family side. Who knows what happened to the other woman? Or her family, if there is any. My question is, how is this, like, abuse at old folks' homes so much a thing? Like, what? Is it just psychopaths take that job or something? How is that such a common thing? It happened to my grandma was a real one. She had boyfriends, right? And a similar thing happened. My grandma had a boyfriend that ended up in one of these old folks' homes, and my father went to visit him. And when they went in the room, he was completely covered in his own shit. Yeah, it's been going... Right, it's even a thing. Like, you know, in that... what is it, in Billy Madison? They have Ben Stiller's characters, like the psycho at the nursing home that is, like, abusive to the patients. It's, like, just, like, a known thing. Why? How is that a known thing? Seems like somebody should be putting... Happy Gilmore. Yeah, Happy Gilmore. Seems like somebody should be putting an end to that. Maybe a little bit more oversight or something. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, you feel like maybe... should have some, like, higher requirements for the people that work in there or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't have a quick answer for it. I assume nobody does, considering it's been a thing for so long. Boom! There it is! Pog, you were here! Cue the 50,000 sub train. Oh my god, it's so incredible. Nobody could ever do that. Another layer down, boys. Another layer down. 11 to go. We be lurking while we're turkin'. Turkin'? Twerkin', I think is what I was going for. Not died in the end. It was funny. Oh, no, that wasn't funny, bro. That was brutal. That was brutal. That was my last Worlds. This is the world I made right after that. Over 2 years ago already. Yeah, the babies all pick stuff up. So they end up staying forever, but every time I fly away, the adults despawn, and eventually we will have, like, hundreds of babies running around in here. So they also don't affect the mob cap. So, oh my god, they're using the... Oh, good lord, chat. Oh, what a mess of a damn human. Hyper-focusing. I really do want to get this whole layer done, at least. Be nice if I can get this and the perimeter of the next one done all today. Oh, look at the disaster he made. When I first went to middle school, I got bullied, and I was scared. Like, I didn't know what to do. So I tried, like, telling parents and shit like that, and, like, nothing really happens. So, what I ended up doing is beating the shit out of one of them. That's how I ended up getting out of that. I'm not suggesting do that. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. That actually, in the short term, caused me way bigger problems. Because then they wanted to retaliate and jump me and all that shit. But, you know, one day they were just bullying. And then one day I got word that they wanted to fight me. So I said, fight it. And I went. And I grabbed the dude, swung him around, just went to Pound Town on his ass. That's going to be in the intro. That'll be in the intro. Don't do that, though, because that actually got me in way bigger trouble. Then I actually got in trouble. I had to watch my back everywhere for like a year because they so badly wanted revenge. One ticket to Pound Town. Come right up. Well, see, it wasn't even fair because they were only bullies in the group, right? If I ran into any one of them individually, they wouldn't do shit or say shit. It's that they would team up into their group of bullies and bully people. And once I got to the point where I was like, I will fight you. You're not going to bully me. I'm going to punch you in the face. the bigger bullies in the group were then scared and convinced the little kid who was probably a part of the bully group for his own protection. He's like, I can't beat him, join him. But he was like this little non-bully, and that's who they made to fight me. Which then I just beat him up. And it was so stupid all around. True, these days the bullies probably end up going to like the jail because teachers want to score like woke points on Twitter or something. I mean, I'm half right there probably. Not only have I single-handedly mined all this, this is the second time I'm doing one this big in the nether in this world. I already have, you see the piece of white wall over there? That's another one of these. The one over there is wither skeletons. This one's going to be gold. Boys, I didn't even realize the time. I got to roll out, chat. We were having such cool conversations. Huge progress. I barely didn't finish the floor. I'm calling it done anyway. 10 layers to go, boys. How much netherrack have you mined? Let's check. Almost 6 million. It's real close to 6 milli. 5.789 million. Boom! There it is, boys. I gotta get the hell out of here. What? Subscribe for more.